Commander Sarah Chen stared at the holographic display floating before her, watching Earth's blue marble shrink to a distant speck. 5 years had passed since the evacuation, 5 years since the Zephyrians had delivered their ultimatum with cold mathematical precision. Leave your world within 1 solar cycle or face extinction. The alien species had arrived not with fanfare or dramatic displays of power, but with quiet efficiency. Their ships, sleek obsidian vessels that seemed to bend light around them, had appeared in Earth's orbit one Tuesday morning. No warning, no preliminary contact, just a simple message broadcast simultaneously to every communication device on the planet. Your species has exceeded acceptable parameters for resource consumption and environmental degradation. Relocation is mandatory. Compliance ensures survival. Dr. Marcus Webb, Earth's lead xenobiologist, had been among the first to establish communication with them. The Zephyrians were tall, ethereal beings with translucent skin that shimmered like oil on water. They spoke in harmonious tones that seemed to resonate from within their elongated skulls rather than from any visible mouth. Most unsettling of all, they displayed no emotion whatsoever, not hatred, not disgust, not even mild annoyance. To them, humanity was simply a problem requiring a solution. They're not evil, Webb had reported to the Emergency Global Council during those frantic first weeks. They genuinely believe they're helping us. In their minds, they're preventing our extinction by forcing us to find a new home before we destroy ourselves and our planet. The Zephyrians had offered detailed scans of 17 potentially habitable worlds within a 50 light-year radius. They had even provided the technology necessary for humanity to reach these distant shores, massive generation ships, capable of sustaining millions during the decades-long journey. All they asked in return was humanity's departure from Earth within 1 Earth year. Peace was an option, Chen muttered, her breath fogging the viewport of the Retribution, humanity's first warship capable of faster-than-light travel. The irony wasn't lost on her that they had used Zephyrian technology to build it. The negotiations had lasted 8 months. President Elena Vasquez had led humanity's diplomatic efforts, desperately seeking some compromise. The Zephyrians had been patient, almost patronizingly so. They answered every question with scientific precision, provided detailed environmental reports showing Earth's declining ecosystem, and even offered to help terraform one of the colony worlds to more closely match Earth's original biosphere. But humanity had one question the Zephyrians couldn't or wouldn't answer satisfactorily: why Earth? The aliens claimed it was merely coincidence. Earth happened to be in a strategically valuable position for their expanding civilization. The planet's resources weren't particularly unique, nor was its location especially important for trade routes. They simply wanted it, and their superior technology gave them the right to take it. That's when everything changed, Chen remembered. The exact moment had been captured on video and broadcast worldwide. A young reporter named James Liu had asked the Zephyrian ambassador a simple question: what if we refuse to leave? The ambassador had tilted its elongated head, those large black eyes reflecting nothing. When it spoke, its voice carried the same harmonious tone, but somehow the words chilled everyone who heard them. Then you will cease to exist. This outcome would be regrettable. The threat hadn't been delivered with malice or anger. It was stated as a simple fact, like mentioning the weather. And perhaps that clinical detachment was what finally broke humanity's spirit for diplomacy. President Vasquez had addressed the world that night, her voice hoarse from weeks of continuous negotiations. They've made their position clear. We can leave peacefully and live as refugees among the stars, or we can fight for our home and likely die in the attempt. She paused, staring directly into the camera. But there's a third option they haven't considered. We can leave and come back stronger. The evacuation had been a masterpiece of logistics and deception. Publicly, humanity appeared to comply. The generation ships launched on schedule, packed with colonists heading for distant worlds. What the Zephyrians didn't know was that select teams of Earth's best scientists, engineers, and military personnel had remained behind, hidden in deep underground bunkers scattered across every continent. For 5 years, these hidden enclaves had worked tirelessly, reverse engineering Zephyrian technology, while the aliens transformed Earth's surface to suit their needs. They had created vast crystalline cities that grew like living organisms, converting Earth's atmosphere to better match their homeworld's atmospheric composition. They had eliminated most of Earth's remaining wildlife, replacing ecosystems with carefully cultivated gardens of alien flora. But they had also grown complacent. Chen watched her tactical display as 36 ships decloaked around the Zephyrian home fleet, orbiting Earth. Each vessel represented 5 years of human ingenuity, desperation, and rage compressed into instruments of war. They had learned much from their unwilling teachers. The Zephyrian commander's face appeared on her communication screen, those expressionless black eyes showing what might have been surprise. When it spoke, Chen detected something new in that harmonious voice: uncertainty. "This is unprecedented. You agreed to relocate." The treaty was honored. Chen leaned forward, her own voice carrying 5 years of suppressed fury. Peace was an option. You chose conquest instead. Now Earth chooses vengeance. The first human plasma cannon fired, its beams splitting the nearest Zephyrian vessel, like a blade through crystal. The war for Earth had begun, and this time, humanity would not be leaving. As explosions bloomed in the void around their stolen world, Chen realized that the Zephyrians had taught humanity more than just advanced technology. They had taught them that sometimes survival required becoming something darker than what you were before. The blue marble that had birthed humanity began to burn once more, but this time, it would be aliens who learned the true cost of underestimating the species they had tried to relocate. Earth had chosen its path, and there would be no peaceful resolution this time.